Testing YouTube bandwidth. Don't know if I'm live yet. Well, there, I dropped my fucking phone. Oh, yeah, we're doing good. We're starting real good here. Is this where I gotta go? I want it like this. How do I make that happen? Nope. Bear with me, goddammit. Just please bear with me for a second while I figure out how. There. That'll work. How do I cancel? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how I bring up the chat thing so I can see questions. And then we'll get started. If you're here, don't go away. I'm just trying to figure this bullshit out. Just trying to... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, I see questions now. Hey, Broncos suck? Then why are you here? Why are you here, Nick Chu? You jerk. Sorry, that took me a minute to get going. This is live. That's Good Broncos. We're going live right now because I just haven't had time to make a video this week. A lot of cool shit happening. We'll start talking Von Miller, some other Broncos stuff pretty quickly. FYTB comments coming in hot. Thank you guys. I like all of the FYTBs. It doesn't get old. It just doesn't get old. First thing I want to say is I'm going to be executive producing a bunch of videos for BSN Denver. Don't know if you've seen that or heard that. So this season I will be making a bunch of videos with BSN Denver. They cover the Broncos and all Colorado sports. So we're going to be doing that. Also, I'm going to keep working a lot with Vic Lombardi. We got some cool shit going on too. And Ryan Green, who's also working with Vic. So that's coming up. Lots of fuck you Tom Brady comments. Also, I want to start doing some video game streaming. So if anybody has ideas there, let me know because I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. So the first thing I guess we can talk about is Von Miller. Today on his Instagram, he said that, let me pull it up exactly so I don't butcher it. What's the quote here? Yeah, he said, "I love my teammates, coaches, and my fans, but there is no chance I play the 2016 under the franchise tag." So a lot of people are wondering what this means. Some people think that it means him and the Broncos are close on a contract. I'm not sure if that's what it means. Other people think that since he was on Chelsea Handler's show last night and he said he would play, that his agent told him he needs to take that back because this is their bargaining tool, their leverage. What's strange about it, in my opinion, is he says, "I love my teammates, coaches, and fans," in parentheses, and then he says, "but there is," or in quotes, and then he says, "but there is no chance," in quotes, "I play the 2016 season." That's confusing. Grammatically, I don't understand what he's saying. So he says, "I love my teammates, coaches, and my fans, but there is no chance I play the 2016 season." Maybe he meant to confuse us with those quotation marks. I don't know. But here's what I think. I think the Broncos and Von Miller are close on a contract. I heard Vic Lombardi talk about it today on the radio. I think when the information about the contract deal was released, and we all learned that Von Miller was guaranteed $39 million for the first 2 years, that we all thought he was getting a shitty deal because Demaryius Thomas got $43 million guaranteed, and we know Von Miller is more valuable to the team than Demaryius Thomas right now. He's coming off Super Bowl MVP. I don't know how you get any more valuable than being the most valuable player in the Super Bowl. But then I learned today that there is a third-year guarantee on this contract. and that guarantee is only for injury. Now, teams can guarantee against injury and they can guarantee against performance. They call it something else, but those are two guarantees. So the first 2 years are guaranteed on performance and injury. The second or the third year was only guaranteed by injury, meaning if by year 3 the Broncos think Von Miller sucks, that they can cut him without paying him. So I think that's where they're tied up, and to me that seems like something they can figure out. What's shitty about all this is most of us will never be close to this kind of money, and when teams and players fight about it, we feel like they're both assholes. I feel like Von Miller not wanting $39 million guaranteed money is a dick, and I feel like the Denver Broncos not wanting to give him $60 million guaranteed are dicks too. But hopefully they work it out, and I can stop thinking they're dicks and going back to loving them the way that I'll do until the day I die, which could be soon, or hopefully not soon. Okay, that's all I got for Von Miller. The Broncos also signed Brandon Marshall, which was a big signing in my opinion. He is a very important part of that defense, and keeping him at that linebacker spot is going to be extremely important for the Broncos' continued success. He's a versatile player, so I'm glad they locked him up. He's also a cool guy, and anytime you sign a cool guy, you did the right thing. Okay, now I'm going to try to answer some of these questions coming in. Let's see, maybe he's smoking weed again. I don't think Von Miller is. Well, I think a lot of players do smoke in the off-season or when they know they won't get tested for it. Bring back Decker. I would have said we don't need Eric Decker, but I think he did a lot as a blocking wide receiver that helped. But I'd rather re-sign Emmanuel Sanders than bring back Eric Decker, and hopefully they're close on bringing in Sanders for a long-term deal. Talk about the Talib shooting. I already did. I made a video about that, but we still don't know much. We just better hope that Aqib Talib doesn't get in serious legal trouble because he could go to jail for this. And if he's in jail, he can't play football for the Broncos. At least I don't think there's a loophole to do that. If he could go to jail and still play for the Broncos, maybe that would work. I think he's already a really tough player. If he was in jail and playing for the Broncos, he might even be tougher. Toughest player of all time, maybe. Do I think Trevor Siemian will be a good starter? I don't know. Honestly, right now, I'm personally kind of rooting for Trevor Siemian to win the starting job. Nothing against Sanchez. I think everybody's consensus is that Paxton Lynch has a long way to go. And if they're saying that right now at OTAs, that means Lynch is not going to start. I think Mark Sanchez can run this offense, but if Kubiak and them believe in Trevor Siemian during this preseason, I would like to see him start just because we don't know what Trevor Siemian really has to offer. We kind of know what Mark Sanchez has to offer. Maybe he exceeds those expectations, but I'm pulling for Siemian. Also because his name is so close to Seaman, like that it's just an endless amount of jokes for us all year long. Trevor Seaman, captain of the seas, ejaculation master, whatever we want to call him. Talk about the greatness of the Patriots from Satan's bunghole. Satan's bunghole, I will talk about the Patriots' greatness when I meet you in hell. Talib may end up with Aaron Hernandez. We got to see how that all plays out. Hopefully he doesn't. He's still recovering, and hopefully his leg is fine by training camp. Questions are coming in so fast I can't read them. Say fuck Goodell. Well, I accidentally just did. Didn't. There's too many good questions. Let's see here. What do I feel about Sports Authority going out of business? I think it provides a good opportunity for the Broncos to call Sports Authority Field Mile High Stadium. Just Mile High Stadium once again. Or I would really like to see Mile High Stadium sponsored by a dispensary. I think that would be cool. I think that would be very, very cool. Talk about the NBA Finals. Well, I'm missing the game right now. I picked a dumb time to try to do this because I'm sure a lot of people are watching basketball. I don't have it on in this room. But it looked like last time I saw the Cavs were up 6-0. I'm kind of pulling for Golden State to win. I don't know why, because I feel like Cleveland as a city really deserves a championship. Um, so that's all for basketball. Any concerns for the O-line? That's a good question. Thank you, Dylan Davidson. Yes, I have a lot of concerns for the O-line. A lot of people assume that they're going to be better, and they might be. I think Russell Okung will be a big upgrade at left tackle if he can stay healthy, but I think losing Evan Mathis at the guard position is going to hurt more than people think. He was by far the best lineman last season. He was literally, I believe, the best run blocking guard in the entire NFL. I think that's hard to replace, but I do like Max Garcia. I think Matt Paradis will be good. So there's still questions, I think, at right tackle with Donald Stevenson, and then whoever else they figure out to fill that guard position. Ty Sambrailo will be coming back. He's probably better fit to play guard, but I'm not sure he's healthy yet, and I'm not sure how good of an offensive lineman he is yet. So we'll see. Cavs are up 28-6. Dang, that's crazy. So it looks, well, we'll say it's a long game, but probably Game 7, which I think is more exciting for everybody. I have Xbox, so I want to make video game videos with Xbox One. I was thinking about like doing Madden stuff while just talking about football news under playing Madden, but I don't know if that's lame. I'm not very good at video games, but I can stream it into my computer, and video games are fun. I'd rather do that than actually edit fucking videos. What do I think about Cox's contract? I think that kind of put the Broncos in a shitty position because Fletcher Cox is getting a bunch of money from the Eagles, and now Von Miller really has an argument to say that he deserves at least what Fletcher Cox is getting. Should the Broncos sign Owen Daniels again? No, I think they're fine at tight end. They're very high on Jeff Hireman. Virgil Green is a very capable tight end, and they brought in somebody else. Who they bring in? The Texans' old tight end. I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry. Julian Young says I'm hilarious. Thank you. Who do I think will win the AFC West? I think the Broncos will win it again. Their defense still should be very good, but it's going to be more competitive this year. It'll be closer, probably. If it's not the Broncos, then I would say the Chiefs. A lot of people are going to pick the Raiders, but I'm still hoping the Raiders underperform and disappoint everybody because that's kind of what we want, right? We want the Raiders to be a little bit shitty. Why should I Periscope this instead? Give me a reason. Garrett Graham. Thank you. He's basically like Owen Daniels. Just a not super fast, big, white tight end. There's a question about Trevathan there. I didn't see it. If you're asking if he'll be good in Chicago, I think yes, he will be good in Chicago. And I wish the Broncos would have kept Danny Trevathan. He was very good and underrated, both as a run-stopping tackler and as a covering receivers, tight ends. He was great in pass coverage. I just answered how the Broncos O-line is looking. Like I said, I don't have high hopes for it, but the one thing I do think the offensive line does have is another year of experience in Kubiak's system, and without Peyton Manning there won't be any sort of like trying to do Peyton Manning's offense and Kubiak's offense. They'll be doing one offense from the get-go that should help quite a bit. Do I have a big dick? I'm not going to answer that. So, since I'm refusing to answer that, probably doesn't speak highly of it. But thanks for asking. Did I go to the last few events at Mile High Stadium, like the ring ceremony and some of that stuff? No. I've been in front of computers, wasting my life making videos for other people. Do I think DT will step up? Yes. I think Demaryius Thomas is going to have a better year. I think he'll be refocused. I think with the quarterbacks we have, there's going to be... I think Peyton Manning demanded a lot, and I think Demaryius Thomas had a lot of things going on last year, and I think he is in a position to play better because there might be less pressure on him in some weird way. I think Shane Ray will be good. I think Shane Ray, Shaq Barrett, if we can pay Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware, those outside linebacking positions are going to be solid. Shane Ray, after he had a full season learning the system. I think his athletic skills will be put to use because I think he'll just go out there and play. He won't have to think about everything as much. So I do expect him to play better. How do I feel about LM? What's LM? Give me more than LM. Something about Derek Wolfe. I think he'll be good again. Derek Wolfe's a run-stopping beast. He was so good last year. I think C.J. Anderson will be better this year. Yes, I think C.J. Anderson was pretty good last year. Last half of the season in the playoffs, he was our running game. And the reason C.J. Anderson kind of had a slow start last season was an injury. He had a foot and ankle injury. And that's why I don't think he started out where we thought he would, because he ended the 2014 season as one of the best running backs in the NFL. So I think he'll be back to full form. I think he's focused. He got that contract, and he wants to prove that he's worth the money the Broncos are going to pay him. I think Devontae Booker will be good as well. He'll come in and spell C.J. Anderson, but I think they will be a very good combo. Ronnie Hillman may be on the outside looking in. I don't know. But I like Booker and Anderson. Cash Money, you said to Periscope this and said, well, you got to tell me why. You got to tell me why going to Periscope would be better than this. How about Joey Bosa to San Diego? Do you think he could... Sorry, I couldn't finish it. Your question was written weird, so that one's on you. What's the Cavs score? Somebody give me an update on the Cavs score. How do I think the 49ers will perform? I don't have high hopes for San Francisco. I don't think Chip Kelly's is... I don't think he's a great coach. I think he's better suited to coach college. I already said Simeon over Sanchez. Who will start QB as week 1? My sleeper, Trevor Simeon. But probably Mark Sanchez. That's all we're going to do now. This video is 17 minutes long. This has been probably too long. Where the hell is your B? What do you mean? What the fuck's my B? B-E-E. Where's my B? In the background, I don't know if you saw, my dad just walked by. Does Brady deserve suspension? Yes. Not necessarily for the crimes he committed, but just for being my enemy. Brady deserves to be suspended forever. Forever. All right, I think that's enough. Thanks for coming in to the live That's Good Broncos and listening to this while my face is so close to the camera. I'm going to be getting tons of Cash Money. You keep saying to go to Periscope, but you're not telling me why. 37-18 Cavs. Thank you for the update. Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. That's Good Broncos. More videos coming soon. So many of those videos are coming so soon.